So now we're going to look at different operations that we can do when numbers are written in scientific notation. The first question that we're going to look at is how would you multiply numbers that are written in scientific notation? To do that, let's look at an example. We're going to do 5.1 times 10 to the 4th power times 2.5 times 10 to the power of 3. So the first thing that we need to do is multiply the two first factors to get a new first factor. So we have 5.1 times 2.5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. If we add these together, I get 1275, and I see that I need 2 decimal places. So I have 12.75. Now, the next thing we need to do is to count the total number of tens. We do this by adding the exponents. If we have 4 tens here, and then we have 3 more tens here, that's going to give us a total of 7 tens. So we have times 10 to the 7th. The third and final step is that if this number isn't properly written in scientific notation, then we need to follow the rules above that we just saw in our last video. This one isn't, so we need to go ahead and change it. In fact, 12.75 times 10 to the 7th actually needs to move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 5 zeros. Now, if we write down this number and count how many places it is to get to the correct spot, which would be in between the 1 and the 2, I see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So written in proper scientific notation, it would be 1.275 times 10 to the 8th power. Now, let's look at another operation. This time we're going to look at how we can divide numbers written in scientific notation. Again, we're going to use an example to help us out. 3.66 times 10 to the negative 5th power divided by 2.0 times 10 to the negative 3rd power. Again, just like multiplication, we need to first focus on the two first factors. This time, though, because we're dividing, we're going to divide the two first factors to get the new first factor. 0.66 divided by 2, well, let's see, 2 goes into 3 one time. And then we have 16, which goes in 8 times. And then we have 6, which goes in 3 times. So we get 1.83. Then we need to count the number of tens. We can do this by subtracting the exponents. Now be careful, because here we have a negative exponent in the denominator. So negative 5 minus a negative 3, it's really like adding a 3. So we end up getting 10 to the negative 2nd. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. If you wanted, you could actually move the tens around and put 5 on the bottom and 3 on the top, like we did with simplifying in last night's assignment, or from this weekend. And you'd also get that there's 2 left over in the bottom. The final step is, of course, if the number isn't properly written in scientific notation, you have to follow the rules above. But this one's good to go, so we're done.